All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1078, McKinney case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss McKinney.
Yes,
We're back.
yes,
I hope we are in better spirit.
I am.
Okay, good. And we're not going to allow each other to press each other's buttons, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It does.
Okay, so we took the DNA test, had all that done. Did you all have any problems with that?
No, none at all.
Okay. Okay, have the two of you had an opportunity to speak at all?
We've
No
spoken.
way. No.
Lies.
All right. Okay. We spoke for 30 seconds. That doesn't count. I didn't want to talk to you. You came up to me. I tried to end the conversation as quick as possible.
Your Honor, permission to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
That is not true. He called me and he asked me, he said, look, I don't know which way this paternity test is gonna go, but if you'll just let me put it on you one more time, we can smooth all of this out, blah, 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 all of that crap.
Oh, so that's a lot in 30 seconds.
Really?
No. That's not what I said, but
When he lied.
All right, guys, get ready, because this story is wild. We're looking at a case where 9 years of silence suddenly turn into a heated courtroom battle. Ms. McKinney says Mr. Scott is avoiding his responsibilities as a father and focusing on his new family. But Mr. Scott says she's just trying to get back at him and is being manipulative. Judge Vonda is about to sort through all the drama, big accusations, and a shocking DNA result that will surprise everyone. But this case isn't only about who the father is, it's also about broken trust, bad timing, and the chaos that follows a failed relationship. Is Ms. McKinney fighting for justice or just trying to get revenge? And is Mr. Scott really avoiding being a father, or is he just caught in the middle of something bigger? Let's find out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a lie post.
And you found all that out in 72 hours?
I did.
Interesting. Okay. So,
you see how aggressive she is about this? This
I'm
is
just excited.
she doesn't need help for her daughter. This
Come
is
on,
about
let the
revenge.
results,
This is
please.
clearly about getting back at me and punishing me for not, I don't know, staying with her forever. I don't know.
Results, please.
but it's been 9 years.
I know it's been, yeah, it's odd timing, isn't it? Right when I have a fiance and have a son, that's when she chooses to do this? Isn't that kind of odd timing here, Your Honor?
I mean, the timing does seem a little interesting.
I just came to the realization that, hey, I can do it alone, but I don't have to do it alone. If he's taking care of his other son and his fiance, that's fine. I don't need him to take care of me or my daughter, but it would be the right thing to do. And that's what he's going to do.
And Your
If
Honor,
he's the father.
He's a father.
Okay, and you're sure of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. All right, well, I mean, bailiff, we have those results.
Got your cashier's check? Because I don't want a
That's
personal
not
check.
nice.
Well, I'm just saying.
You can't say that to him yet, though.
Okay.
We
All
don't
right.
know if he's even going to be the father to pay child support.
I know.
But if you are indeed the father, I wouldn't recommend you make a payment today because the order would just be being signed today.
is there an appeal process even if I am the father?
What would you be appealing exactly?
I don't think that based on the way she's been treating me and based on her selective choice of when to bring this issue up in order to, harm my relationship with my family, I consider that a form of harassment. And I feel like I should be able to file maybe a restraining order, and that would prevent me from, if I had a restraining order against her, that would prevent me obviously from having to pay for her child support.
Here's where things get tricky. Mr. Scott says this paternity case is just a plan to mess up his new life. But is he trying to shift the blame, or is he defending himself? The court's job is to focus on facts, not motives. Still, the timing makes you wonder, does she really want support, or is this about getting even? What do you think?
What is that restraint?
No, that's not how any of that works. That was really creative though, but that's not how any of that works. So let me go ahead and tell you what the results say.
All right.
Get it over with.
All
Get a
right.
drum roll.
All right. It looks like baby McKinney, because we can't say a child's name.
Right.
There is no probability he can be the father.
What did you say?
You hear that?
What'd you say?
You laughed at that.
Remember
No,
when
I didn't hear it.
Oh, let me say it a
I'm
little
the only
louder.
white person she's been with.
There is
Remember that?
no probability that he is the father.
Okay, so first,
No, that's not how any of this works. It was a creative guess, but completely wrong. So let me go ahead and tell you the real results. Drum roll. According to the test, there is 0 chance that Mr. Scott is the father of baby McKenna. We're using a fake name here for privacy. Yes, you heard that right. There is no probability he is the father. Surprised? You said you were the only white person she had been with, remember that? Well, the results don't lie. He is definitely not the father.
well, no disrespect to you, but the letter looks a little sketchy.
Okay.
It wasn't in a
It's got
legal
writing on
size
it.
envelope.
That's why it's sketchy.
So, and I don't trust him because his uncle is an attorney, okay? And his
Okay.
uncle can do
What does
all
that have to do
types
with
of
anything?
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't even trust that.
Wait a minute, I believe at the beginning, I asked you all how the test went.
I mean,
And
the
you
test-
said, wait a minute, hold on. You said everything went good, right?
And it did.
And it
That's what you
did,
said.
and it was fair that day, right?
Yes.
They swabbed her mouth correctly.
The person appeared to be wearing PPE and the person appeared to work, you know, for that service. And the test itself went well, but behind the scenes, Your Honor.
And it
A lot
appears
goes
that
on.
these results are directly from the testing place. And he's not the father.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Your
Let
Honor.
me tell you not. No, he's not.
He's a father.
He's not. So you're gonna
You
you're
lost.
going to argue with DNA testing.
Your Honor, he is the father. 72 hours. He
He
has a
is
tattoo
not
on
the
his private
father.
part. He was the only
is
one
not
there. I
the
know.
father. He is not the father.
Show
How
me a
many
tattoo.
times do I have to say that? No, I don't want to see a tattoo. All I want to see was these numbers to see what the probability was going to look like of him being the father. He is not the father. Now,
That was
you,
way too much, by the way.
You have a tattoo.
excuse me, you know what? I don't even see why you all need to be having a conversation right now.
I agree.
Can we
You
do a
are not the
retest?
father, which means that you will not be placed on any type of child support or anything today. Now, you, Miss McKinney, you do have the right to petition someone else.
And just like that, the test shows a 0% probability he's not the father. You could feel the air get sucked out of the room. But instead of accepting it, Ms. McKinney refuses to back down. She starts throwing out wild claims, saying the results are fake and that the court has secret connections. Is she just in denial, or does she truly believe something's wrong? When the truth clashes with belief, emotions can go off like a bomb.
Who you may think is the father.
There is no one else, Your Honor. It was him. He has a tattoo on his private part. I was with him and the tattoo for 72 hours. I know what I felt. I know what I saw. Okay, it was him.
Well, there is a probability of something else, though.
Okay.
You were probably with somebody else too within that previous 72 hours.
Oh, Your Honor, you tried it.
There's no shade, just facts.
That's very possible. It's
So,
very likely.
How is it possible?
Because there were like 6 or 7, 8 hours stretches during that time where I didn't see you or know where you were. I don't know what you were doing. You know what? Maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you don't even remember this other guy. It's possible with the rate you were going in those days. So I'm willing to grant you that you may not have been lying.
Man.
You may
Okay.
not have been lying about thinking that I was the only white guy you were with.
Well, just answer my question. Do you have a tattoo on your private part?
I have a
She's confident, almost defiant, even after the DNA test says he's not the father. But Judge Vonda isn't moved by emotions. You can't argue with science, and the law is all about facts. Unless there's real proof the test was tampered with, the case is closed. Still, one big question lingers. Was Ms. McKinney misled herself, or was she the one misleading everyone else?
No,
That's
it
what you
says
thought?
Mississippi Long. Do you have that tattoo?
Okay,
No.
well, you know what? This is what we're
Never
about
been
to
to
do.
Mississippi.
This is what we're about to do. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I've already said what the results were, which means I'm dismissing this case. You are more than welcome to bring another case. And if his account is true that you don't remember, you can bring another case after that. But the court is here to assist you. So if there are no more questions and nothing further, which it shouldn't be, you all are dismissed.
Hell no, it shouldn't be.
Whatever. You got a tattoo.
So here's where we end up. The DNA test clearly proved that Mr. Scott is not the father. That means no child support, no legal responsibilities, and no real closure for Ms. McKinney, who still believes there's been a mistake. Was this case about finding the truth or trying to keep control? Justice or one last shot at holding on? Judge Vonda B made it clear, feelings don't win in a fight based on facts. But this case still leaves us wondering, when relationships fall apart in chaos, who really pays the price? What do you think? Was justice served? Or did someone just manage to dodge accountability? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you're hooked, and subscribe for more truth-packed courtroom showdowns that pull no punches.